Good morning, Standard 9th. So, in the last class, we completed chapter 2, and today we will discuss the assignment questions. Now, students, start learning whatever has been taught till now. We have completed one chapter in economics and one in pol science. So, start learning everything. You will soon have your tests and you will be informed about the dates and other details beforehand. So do not just write notes and complete your assignments, learn it also. Now let us start with today's class. So starting with assignment 1. For assignment 1, you all got these 4 questions. First question, why King of Saudi Arabia and Nepal are ruling even when not chosen by people? So, students, the answer for this question is given on page number 25. They are ruling even when not chosen by people because they are born in royal family. If you want to go through the concept, then you can go through page number 25, you will get it. Next question, who led the military coup in Pakistan? What did he do later? The answer for this question is given on page number 26. We have studied that General Pervez Musharraf led the military coup in Pakistan. Now what did he do later? For that you have to go through page number 26. Next question, legal framework order of August 2002 in Pakistan was non-democratic in nature. Justify by giving reasons. Now students, this question may come for 3 marks question. So for this question you will write the changes that Pervez Musharraf brought through this order in Pakistan. Those points will be the answer for this question. You will get those points on page number 27. Next, write 3 features of non-democratic government. Now students, in this entire chapter you have studied about democratic form of government. So keep those features in mind while framing the answer for this question. But just remember that here you have to write the features of non-democratic government. So on the basis of those features, I think you can frame your answer. Moving ahead to assignment 2. Now for assignment 2, you all got these 3 questions. Question number 1, name the ruling party of Mexico. So the answer for this question you will get on page number 28. Please go through that page. Next, write any 3 dirty tricks used by PRI to win elections. Now students, here PRI refers to Institutional Revolutionary Party. And we have studied the different dirty tricks that PRI used to win elections. For example, they used to change the polling booths last minute. Also, they used to pressurize the government officials to attend its party meetings. So please go through page number 28 and write down 3 points for this question. Next, why China cannot be called a democratic country? Students, we have studied that China is a one-party nation. Now I think that this point is a big hint for you all to frame your answer or to write your answer for this question. And the points for this question you will get on page number 27. So please go through that page. Moving ahead to assignment 4, as you all did not get any written work for assignment 3. So students, the first question that you all got for assignment 4 is that what are the 4 features of democratic government? So students, we have studied the different features of democratic government with the help of different countries, and the points are given on page number 30. Please go through this page to get to write your answer. Next question, who is the leader of the party Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front? This is a 1 mark question and you will get the answer on page number 29. Next question, list the unfair practices used by Robert Mugabe. So students, we have studied the different unfair practices that Robert Mugabe used to win elections. For example, he used to control media. Also, he used to pressurize the judges if they went against him. Also, Mugabe's party members used to disrupt the opposition party meetings. So all these points you will write as the answer for this question. Next, write 3 instances of denial of equal right to vote. Now students, for the answer of this question, you will write about 3 places that we have studied. That is Saudi Arabia, Estonia and Fiji. We have studied that how people in these countries did not have right to vote. Also, they faced difficulty in getting their right to vote. Moving ahead to assignment 6. First question, how can you say that democracy improves the quality of decision making? Students, this is a 1-mark question. We have studied that democracy involves consultations and discussions. And because of this only, the decisions that are taken in democracy are of good quality. So this will be the answer for the first question. Next, how does democracy enhances the dignity of the citizens? Students, this is a 3 marks question, so you have to write 3 points. The answer for this question is given on page number 33 and 34. There are few important points that you have to keep in mind while writing the answer for this question. I've written it on the slide. Let us have a look at it. The first one is that it is based on political equality. So students, we all know that in democracy, citizens have equal participation, equal political participation. They are not discriminated on any basis. So this enhances the dignity of the citizens. Second point, people are not subjects, they are rulers. This also I have told you all that in democracy, the rulers are chosen by the people. So indirectly, who are ruling? The people are ruling. And the last one, they are responsible for their own conduct. So the way the people will behave, the way the citizens will behave, if any mistakes they will do, they will be responsible for their own behavior. And accordingly, they will be treated, accordingly, they will be given punishments, accordingly, the steps will be taken. They will be not discriminated on any basis. Next, democracy allows us to correct its own mistakes. Elucidate. Students, this term means to explain. Again, this is a 3 marks question. The answer for this question is given on page number 34. It's written there in bold black that democracy is a better form of government because it allows us to correct its own mistakes. How? We have already discussed in our previous class. Also, the explanation is given on page number 34. So students, I have not written the important points for this question because I want you all to go through that explanation, mark the important points and then write this answer yourself. So that's all for today's class, students. From assignment 7, we'll discuss in the next class. Students, there is one thing that I would like to tell you all. In standard 9th, you all will get statements from the chapter in your exam and you will be asked to explain it maybe in 3 to 5 points. You won't be able to write the answers, students, if you have not read the chapter. So please get into the habit of reading and underlining important points. That's all for today. Thank you, students.